We're going to continue working on self-assessment. In your assignment folder, you will find a link to a website called CareerCruising. And CareerCruising has a lot of really valuable resources that will come in very handy for this class. So when you type in careercruising.com or link to the website, you're going to see that you're going to be asked a username and a password. OCC is the username. Orchard Ridge is the password, all lowercase. And when you get into the website, you'll see there's always going to be a weekly feature for a career. This week it happens to be respiratory therapist. When you open this, it will likely be a different career area. But what we're going to do is actually work on the assessment area. You can see on the left side, Explore Assessments, or on the top you can find the assessment link there. And the first exercise is to work with this link, Career Matchmaker. So you type in your name and start now, and it's going to ask a series of questions. There are 39, and it's going to ask how much you like or dislike certain things. So for example, working with children, you check mark the one you want, it takes you to the next question. And when you get through those 39 questions, it's going to generate a list of potential careers that may or may not connect with your interests. Some people who complete this Career Cruising Matchmaker find that the list of careers is very helpful, gives them some new ideas. Other people don't understand one little bit why some of the careers popped up because they simply don't match with their interests. So it's an exercise just to see what the results look like, to see if there's any value for you in any career ideas that pop up. But if you don't see any that look interesting for you to do more research on, then simply ignore it. That's one common thing that I hear when it comes to career assessments. People will say, well, I did an assessment and it told me I should be this or I should be that. And that's really not what assessments are designed for. These are designed just simply to give you information. It's going to generate a list of careers that are based on how you indicated your interests were, but it doesn't mean that that is something you need to do with your career or anything else. When you get your list after the 39 questions, you are going to be given an option to continue, to narrow, and there's some other assessments that you can play with within this link. So that's the first thing, is to play around with the matchmaker, and if you want to continue with some of the other assessments, it can be interesting. But the other thing that I use to help me do some career exploration is going into the career section, not just the assessment section. So when I click on careers, this gives me a different way to do career research about how careers connect with my interests. Matchmaker is okay, but I find sometimes this can be a much more effective way to find how careers can connect with someone's interests. So for example, if you go to the search by school subject, if you know you really love business and you click on the business link, it's going to give a whole range of potential careers that are under the business umbrella. You can search by Michigan Career Pathways. You can search by clusters, military careers. There's also another little inventory called a career selector where you can check mark the things that interest you and go next, and it'll give you yet another set of career options. Now some of you already know what you want to do, so you just simply want to learn about a particular career. So you can type in the name of the career in the search box, or you can search by index if you want to just simply go in alphabetical order. So for example, if I was interested in nursing, I go to the N and I can go down to nurse, and I can see a couple of options. The nurse, and when I click on that, it gives me a job description. I can go into working conditions, earnings, education, a sample career path, related careers. That can be very helpful just to see what other things are connected with that particular occupation. And there's also other resources, links to things such as American Nurses Association that can also give some valuable information. There's photos and interviews if you are more in a visual or auditory learner. You can search for jobs, and what this Save to My EDP is, you're going to see it on the Matchmaker and some of the other inventories. The EDP is simply a place where you can save all your information, so if you want to remember things, it's there. So if you wanted to create an EDP, you would simply put in a username, a password, and log in, and if you don't have one, you can create a new one here. It's very easy to do. It's confidential. It's simply for your information. So that is Career Cruising, and just to know that this resource isn't just about doing the matchmaker and the assessments, that it is really rich with information about careers. So your assignment that's connected to Career Cruising will be in the assignment folder. And if you're having any issues getting to the site or with the exercise, don't hesitate to let me know.